Hi, everybody. How's it going? It is 4:51 p.m., July 26th. The price of Bitcoin is 21,121. The price of Ethereum is 1,409. And my decreasingly favorite microcap coin, Giddy, is at 3.659 cents. Everything is down just a little bit. Not surprising. I'm not going to spend much time talking about the price today. In fact, I'm not going to spend much time talking about anything. This is going to be a very short broadcast. I really would just want to talk about one thing, and it's the point that I keep bringing up over and over and over in these live streams. I think there's something very wrong in the culture of cryptocurrency, of Bitcoin, very specifically, not cryptocurrency broadly. In the broader umbrella of cryptocurrency, there are a million things that I could talk about. There are different cultures within. And to conflate them all with each other is just, it's something an outsider would do that they'd actually have no idea what they're talking about. It would be completely wrong. But inside Bitcoin itself, there is a movement that we will call maximalism. I keep calling it hardliner because I got a strike against my channel, I think the other day when I talked about this fairly extensively. And I think it was because I was, talking about extremists. But here I am. I'm going to talk about it again because this tweet has been getting traction. This is a tweet from Jimmy Song. If you're not familiar with Jimmy Song, he's been in the space for a long time. He considers himself an educator on the topic. He's a speaker. He's all of these other things. He always wears his characteristic cowboy hat. And XFINITY retweeted and said, harsh but fair. What is it that he's saying is harsh but fair? He's saying Bitcoin maximalists were not toxic enough. This is why people lost money, lost billions on Luna, Celsius, 3AC, and more. So, Jimmy Song and apparently XFINITY believe that we need more toxicity in the Bitcoin world. This is the wrong way, team. This is not it, chief. This ain't it. Toxicity is by its definition, it is definitionally a bad thing. Toxicity, whatever is toxic, is the thing that's going to hurt you. I have a friend, I was just chatting with him, and he got vitamin toxicity. He started to get all these ugly symptoms in his body because he was getting too many vitamins. He took a multivitamin every day, it had a really high quantity of this one vitamin in it. He was getting too much. It was toxic. It was vitamin toxicity because he was having too much. Now, nobody thinks of vitamins as being bad, but if you take too much, guess what? They're toxic. You can die from water consumption, water toxicity. To say that we need more toxicity in the Bitcoin world is fundamentally wrong. It is definitionally incorrect to say that we need more toxicity. What do you want to do? What do you want to accomplish? Do you want to invite people to the movement? Do you want to educate them and bring them into the soundest money that technology and the social world has ever invented? Or do you want to have the world crash and burn and for you to be able to say, I was right? Which would you rather? Would you rather get as many people on the lifeboat as humanly possible, or do you want to watch everybody else burn and say they deserve it? Because actually, if you look at the comments down here, they deserve it is a lot of what I'm seeing down here. They deserve it. Yes. Yes. Let's look for the word deserve. Shall we? Deserve? Oh, it's not on that one. Maybe it's on Jimmy's original tweet. Here, this. Toxic Bitcoin maximalism is sensible and prudent. The fiat altcoin, they are the same world, is that effed up, and it indeed deserves that level of toxicity in response and more. Notably, this is an anon, and they almost always are, besides the thought leaders in the space who keep repeating these trite maxims. It's an anon. It's somebody who doesn't want to reveal their real identity. Because guess what? I think deep down you know that you're actually an extremist. You're indistinguishable in tone and approach from a religious extremist. And usually people don't want to put their actual face on that because there are social consequences. There are reasonable opinions here from Eric Wall and Peter McCormick. To be honest, you could have been 10 times more toxic and would have just made the problem even worse. Try maybe not sounding so religious, and maybe some people will listen to Bitcoiners. Ta-da! Do you want to invite people into the movement, or do you want to drive them away with your extremism? You don't look like some enlightened, virtuous, brilliant thinker to say that you need to be more toxic. What you look like is this. These are climate activists in Italy who this week glued themselves to a priceless and irreplaceable Botticelli painting to bring attention to climate activism. We need to do something about the climate, so I'm going to ruin this priceless piece of art, right? This is toxic maximalism. They're climate maximalists. They're going to ruin everything that they can and get as much attention as they can in a negative way. Do you think they're helping their cause or are they hurting it? Are people going to be more? Are they going to help climate causes because of this? Or do people hate them and want to murder them and want nothing to do with them now? You tell me. How about this? Are these people helping their cause? Do you think they have a lot of interested converts coming knocking on their door? Hey, your ideas intrigue me. I'd like to hear more about how God hates certain groups of people. That's what you guys sound like when you say we need more toxicity in the space. It's absurd on its face. Stop it. Use your brain. Realize that there are shades of gray, and this is no way to invite people into a world-changing movement. A lot of people think that there is no degree of extremism that is extreme enough in the defense of truth and virtue and blah, blah, blah. And Barry Goldwater has some quote on this. He's wrong, right? You can be too extreme in defending something that is right. Sorry. I agree with maximalists so much, but I can't get on board for this nonsense. We need more toxicity. Go home. Grow up. All right.